Hey guys, Caleb's Cards here, coming at you with a TTM mail recap. I've got here a few TTMs that have come in over the last 2 weeks. I did not get a video done last week, so I apologize for that. But I'm coming to you this week. Didn't have a whole lot to show previous week anyway, so that's all right. But I had a couple more things come in. I also got this one that you see in the background there. That one went to my parents' house. I just blacked out the address. I mean, I don't live there anyways, but just for privacy's sake, I blacked it out for them. That is an old one. That's pretty old. So, we might as well just open up this one first. But you can see this stamp is from 2014. I did not write my return address up here in the corner. That was when I wasn't doing that. But I would highly suggest, if you do TTM, to put it in both places, because sometimes the machine doesn't read this address, or it could get wet, who knows, torn. At least if you have it up here, there's a chance it can still come back to you. So I've had return to senders to myself. So you never know. And it is postmarked from North Texas, Dallas, Texas. It does not have any date there in the corner, or a initial, which I usually do to kind of help me. I started doing that later because I was getting some envelopes that were coming back that were open, but there was no contents in it. So I had no idea who they were from. The only way I could trace back if it was like sent to a random, like say a state that I've only sent to one person in any time recent, or if I recognize the envelope somehow, I could track it down. But otherwise, I was like, I don't know who this is. So I'm kind of curious. I wonder if I know maybe who this might possibly be. If it's from the year I think it is, it's definitely got to be at least pre-2016, I'd say. Potentially 2014, so 2015, because there's no reason I would have been using those stamps after that time. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and open this one first. I was thinking of saving it for last, but let's open up first. Let's see. It's a mystery. So who knows? Could be signed, could not be signed. Oh, hey. So it looks like they did pass away. Isaiah. Oh, this is when I sent in a card saver. So I sent to Isaiah Robertson. Yeah, that's a long time ago. Well, I am sad to hear that he passed away. It's nice to get the card back, though. My condolences out to the family. Wow, look how short my letters were, guy. Wow. Look how short they were. I don't even have a date. Wow. What did I don't even remember what I used to say. I've been collecting sports cards since I was 8. I started sending my cards through the mail this March. So this is from 2014. So far, I received back many responses from some great athletes, coaches, and celebrities. I'd like to add your name to my collection and allow me to tell you a little bit more about myself. I'm a 2014 high school graduate. I got my first real job working at Kmart this November. Also, have started my own series on YouTube showing the cards I get back for fun. My channel name is Caleb's Cards. Hey guys, you should go subscribe. You think that guy's still going? 2014? I also display my collection at my local library. Yeah, I do remember doing that. Wow, that was a long time ago. To try and get people interested in collecting autographs. I'd be honored if you will sign the card for my collection. It would mean a lot to me. Thank you for your time, sir. And my signature, and I don't even really sign like that anymore. And then I didn't even have any verses down there. Wow. That is sad. So there's Peggy Robertson, his wife. Probably his wife, or maybe a daughter or something, daughter-in-law, who knows. These were from COMC when I was picking up cards off COMC. So yeah. So unfortunately that is a failure, but a sad failure. My condolences to the Robertson family. I do appreciate them still, finding that letter and returning it. We'll add the card to the collection, I guess, back again. All right, well, let's go ahead and at least look at some successes, hopefully. We got Gary E. Smith. This photo got a little cut off, but I couldn't do anything about it. I sent it anyways. He had the nickname of Suitcase, Gary Suitcase Smith, so he was on different teams just about every year. Always had a suitcase ready to go, I think. At least that's I assume why his nickname was Suitcase, but I guess it could also just mean he was ready to go game time. I don't know. But that was something I found out about him, Gary Smith. We did get a return to sender from John Jaha. I was trying to send to him again. He's still in Happy Valley, Oregon, but he's moved somewhere else in Happy Valley. So that one, he did not leave a forwarding address, so that did not get to him. So that's kind of a bummer. This one's pretty cool. This gentleman has got a popular in, I want to say it's pretty sure it's the Twilight Zone. I don't think it's Alfred Hitchcock, but pretty sure it's Twilight Zone. I believe he might be a veteran too. He's in his later 80s or early 90s, like, if I remember right. This is Mr. Jack Ginnage, signed beautifully in gold there. This is a famous scene of his. So that's pretty cool. And then he was kind enough, he included this 8x10. Packaged it up and sent it, paid for the shipping back, sent me back my envelope to reuse. So that's really cool. So thank you so much, Mr. Ginnage. Sorry if you can hear the dog going crazy in the back. This one took pretty much exactly a year. This is Nadia Comaneci. So Romanian Olympian, gold medalist. Now lives here in the U.S. and her and her husband, I believe, still do like coaching, and they might even have their own school. I can't remember, but she's a legend in the sport of gymnastics. It's very cool to get her back. Had that card and thought I'd send it. I've gotten her a couple times before in the past. One I gave to my mom, one I have in my collection, and now we have a second one. Then we got Jeanie Buss. She is the owner of the Los Angeles Lakers. I believe she was one of the first, if not the first, female owners in the NBA. She's kind of a pioneer in that regard, and a pretty successful one with them winning a few championships. I believe she started out as a cheerleader, actually. So it's pretty interesting. So pretty cool. Got Jeanie Buss. So she does sign if you send to the Lakers. It'll take a little bit because, I mean, I'm sure she gets a ton of fan mail, but she will sign for you. So go ahead and send away. Next up, we got a race car driver, Mr. Randy Lajoie, I think. So pretty cool. That's got to be early 2000s or 90s there. This one with the Dollar General. So a little bit more recent, I think, on that one. Here's one where it sponsors FINA. So it looks like he was a pretty good Busch Series driver there. Won a few championships. Got some trophies. Next up, we got hockey player Michael Rossival here with the Chicago Blackhawks. He signed 3 photos, 3 4x6s. I think I was planning on giving some to Autographs for a Cure for that one, so pretty cool. Happy to get him back. He's a fairly recent hockey player too, so I usually get a lot more 90s guys, so good to get that one. Then we got Mr. George Ferguson. This is a letter that I get through Scott Masters. So he interviews these veterans. Usually they're from World War II or after. And this gentleman particularly, it looks like he served in World War II and is a Canadian World War II veteran. So Scott Masters is from Canada. And I do have a series going, just started back up with season 3, kind of catching up reading through these letters and reading these people's stories. So this will be featured in a later episode down the road. So if you want to see more about that, please make sure you come visit in the future. I'll try and release those usually on Wednesday. So very cool. Thank you, Mr. Ferguson, for your service. And there's a signature down there. It's very cool. We got some cards here. From Mr. Bill Wagman. Sent for autographs for a cure. He sent his track card with his personal testimony, how he came to Christ in the back there. Also has, some of his statistics, like personal statistics. I had just sent, I think I sent these 4. He's included a whole bunch, so I was going to give some autographs for a cure. So I sent this 93 Leaf that I had. Sent these 2 upper decks from 94 and then a 92. So that's very cool. And then I'll let you pause that and read that if you like. It's very cool. And then he included all these extras. 2 1990 upper decks. 2 93 Stadium Clubs that he wanted to, I would guess he wanted to donate. So those will get donated. Yep. Literally says on the back of the RSVP card. It said I added a few cards for your fundraiser. God bless. So I'll have to send him a thank you note. Thank you so much, Mr. Wagman. Definitely always encourage you, if somebody goes above and beyond what you expected, send him a thank you note. I think that speaks volumes. And then he also has how you can come to know Christ as well, just like he did. There's the Steps to Peace with God. And it's very good. So I've read it before. And I've done that myself. When I was almost 5 years old. Many years ago. So I'm 28 now. So about 23 years. All right. Now we kind of start getting into last week's stuff, I think. We got actress Lyn Shay. So she signed a couple 4x6 photos. There she looks like she's promoting the Three Stooges movie. Or she just likes the Three Stooges. I'm not entirely sure, but I think she was in the remake Three Stooges movie, if I remember right. So that would make sense for her to be promoting that on the red carpet. This one's kind of old. I got this from an antique mall up this way. They had some cards for like 10 cents a piece, and I picked out some signers, some people I was hoping to try, and got Stanley Morgan on this 85 Topps. It's really, really roached out. It's all creased up and messed up and stained and stuff, but I thought, you know what? I guess it kind of has character. He might get a kick out of signing a beat-up card. I don't know. Shows you that I'm not selling them, because, I mean, why would anybody buy a beat-up autograph card unless it was, like, from 100 years ago and it's the only one out there that the person signed. Then we got Mr. Valerie Burry, or Beret. Not Burry, Beret. Of course, he's married to Candace Cameron. But he was a pretty solid hockey player in his own right. And they own a vineyard together, a family vineyard. So if you send there, he usually responds in a couple months or so. So very nice. Also got Mr. Shane Conlan. 94, unfortunately, got listed thumb, I don't know, or just rubbed in the envelope. And a 94 Upper Deck and a 91 Pro Set Platinum, which are always cool looking cards. Those are pretty good for getting autographs, because you got usually a lot of surface area, and it's usually pretty bright. Usually comes out well. So, very cool. We got Mr. John Tice, who's a former tight end for the New Orleans Saints. He signed the protective index card as an extra. And then I don't remember if I did send this. I don't know if I even had this card. He may have included this, or I sent it. I don't remember, but there was an 88 tops of his, so it's quite possible I may have included this, but I really honestly don't remember if I included that one or not. But either regardless, I'm very thankful he signed for me. He's a new football player I've never had. And lastly, I think this is where this has come from. I won a giveaway on Star Tiger. If you're not familiar with Star Tigers, that's where I mostly get my addresses from. It is a paid site, but it's well worth using. It has way more addresses and more resources for you to use than like the free sites like Sports Card Forum and stuff. But as part of one of the things they do like quarterly giveaways, and just by simply submitting your successes and pictures and information, adding addresses, whatever, you get points towards entering towards a drawing. And I won a drawing, so I won this autograph of his last name is Reinhold. That's all I can remember. But I believe he's a German Olympian, if I recall right. But I know his name's Reinhold, and that's all I can remember. If I was on the computer, I could be able to look it up for you, but I'm filming on the phone, and it's not going to let me get out of it and look at other things. So, but either way, got a free autograph. Came from Germany. It's from a German, so pretty cool. I'll have to again look to see who that is, and maybe if I remember, I will pin it down in the comments for you. But maybe you might already know. You might be like, "Oh, I know exactly who that is." I just can't remember. So, but either way, pretty cool. Free autograph. So yeah, that is everything I got, guys. I don't think I have anything else. So let's come in. But yeah, so thanks so much for watching, everybody. Hope you all have a great rest of your weekend, and I will talk to you later. Bye.